Lyle, obviously you back at SuperSport. You had a good time at Sundowns. I personally, this is my opinion, I didn't think you were gonna make it at Sundowns, but you had a good time there. How do you reflect on that few years at Sundowns and coming back now to SuperSport,
Uh,
potentially to finish your career? Potentially.
don't worry, you're not the only one. There was many people that also, personally told me like why or asked me why you going there. But I'm a person, I believe in myself, and also, you know, I always say even when I speak to some of the people that or some of the players that are playing, that also ask me about like even when I was at Cape Town City. At the end of the day, you won't know if you don't try, If you don't test the waters, you won't know. And for me, it was also, if I really want to play and I put in the work, because there's this verse that I believe in, faith without work is dead. So for me, if I believe and I put in the work, something will give, something will give. And that was always my belief, and look how it turned out at the end of the day. And yeah, it was a success, Uh, 6 years if I add the year that I spent at City, 8 trophies. Um, Won everything domestically. Didn't win the Champions League though, but yeah, I would say it's a success. And then, like you said, potentially ending my career at SuperSport. Yeah, it's good, and also um, it would be good or nice for me if I do finish here and finish on a high, you know, where it started, and also
With a CAF,
with
with a CAF
hopefully,
trophy.
yeah, you know it. It would be the cherry on top for me. But yeah, it's good to be back. So far so good, irrespective of the hiccup now midweek. But yeah, I believe we can compete and we will compete for everything on the table.
Obviously, it's a new surroundings. It's not the lush grass of Chlorcorp anymore and stuff. But there's a change now. Gavin's playing you as a winger. Is that like reviving your energy again? Because mm, could make you feel like a kid again. Like being just attacking, attacking. You know what I mean?
Uh, yeah, to be honest, I won't say I would say I prefer this obviously left, but if left wing, but if you look at it, I spent half of my career left wing, left back, and I've had more success obviously at left back, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm sure sometimes he plays me on the inside, which I also enjoy. And I think for me, if you look at the Steelers game, I had more chances there than playing out wide. Um, but yeah, I'll just continue working, and we'll see. Hopefully, uh, in the next few games, I can open my account. I should have
Yeah.
against Steelers. I think I should have scored a hat trick. And I had a chance against Arrows also. But I believe it will come. It will come.
What aspects of your game do you think you still have to improve, live, even though you're looking at the end of it?
Um, like I mentioned now, I should have scored a hat trick. I think I need to be more clinical in the box. Obviously now, I'm not. I'm more high up, more advanced now compared to when I was playing left back. So I think for me personally, I need to be more clinical. Take the chances that I get, because I think if I took the chance against Arrows, okay, I did. I don't know if you saw, it was a set piece, and then Grant laid it for me and they blocked it in the box. And then also against Tallies, I got the chances. But if I can take that chances, I mean, if I had to take all four now, I'd probably sit on 4 goals now. And
And maybe 3 or 4 points behind
behind
Sundowns.
Sundowns, and helping the team. And I mentioned it now with one of the other interviews also. I said the game, no, with no disrespect to Arrows, those are the games we need to win if we want to compete with Sundowns. And also trying to close the gap, because once they open the gap, and yeah, it's, yeah, I've been there personally, so I know how it is. And having said that, I think we have to get that mentality of we have to kill, no disrespect to the teams that are below us or whatever, but those are the games that we have to kill if we want to compete with Sundowns.
Do you think it's a mentality thing, right? It's a
Uh,
mentality thing, the difference between Sundowns, because the gap keeps, you think it's coming,
But
it just keeps growing.
just to add on that question, what is that thing you experience that creates that momentum? Because a lot of teams have quality.
Yeah.
What is the difference in that momentum?
Uh, for me personally, I feel this is my opinion personally, and I've mentioned this to people before. At Sundowns, you're required to be on top of your game all the time, because the squad is so big and there's so much quality in the squad where if I slip up today, tomorrow I'm out, and I'm not only gonna be out number 2 in the line. You maybe go to number 3 or number 4, and then also the guy who's taking your position, he's gonna perform because he also wants to be in the team. And also, you have your Mshishi or Peter. Mshishi can have it off there, but the team is still gonna win because of there's so much quality in the team. And you know, some of the teams don't have the budget that Sundowns have. The squad is thin and all that. So you know, sometimes there's complacency. Not that you're trying to disrespect some of the players or some of the teams, but in some teams, if I know I'm having an off day today. Tomorrow I know I'm going to play again because of the players. Whereas that side is not it's not the case of that. And I think there's also the finer detail, at Sundowns that sometimes makes a difference. But having said that, I believe personally that we have a squad capable of competing and fighting, for the league and everything that's on the table. I mean, the mixture that we have, the youngsters, and also the experience. Sorry, myself, there's Bash, Zianda, Tyson, So personally, I believe we can compete. Okay, we're out of the M10-8, but I think the next trophy is the black. Is it the black label? But our next Calling Cup, yeah. And then there's the CAF also, which for me personally, I think that's one that we can.
5 or 6 competitions.
Competitions left, so
I think you got a good chance in the cup.
yeah, we have one or two. We can compete for, but I think we can pick up one or two, and also I think if we all pull the same way, we can achieve that.
You talk about the experienced guys, but there's 2 up front, Igodaro and Jakumanja, that you possibly gonna give a lot of assists this season. How good are those guys?
Uh, which game was it? I'm trying to think. Was it the City game?
TUT.
Yeah, the at TUT. I think was it one or two? Yeah, there was one or two where I think I just laid it, but Ego wasn't there at that moment. But last season, what did he finish on? 9 goals. I think. Yeah, so I think that speaks for itself, and obviously we know Terence, irrespective of his height, him in the air, and there's also Bradley, So if I can start perfecting that again, there was a few chances also in the previous games where I could supply them, but I think it will come. Personally, I think it will come where I can supply them, and I can get my numbers, my assist and my goal. That for me personally, I want to get back to that, where 2-3 seasons ago, I was double digits.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to get that again.
Final one from me, Chandra Campbell. We've seen a bit of him. What do you make of his potential?
I think the few games that he's played, you've seen, and he has a bright future. He has the energy, the skill, and technically is good, and I think he's only gonna grow. And also, for me. Okay, I don't know how he takes it, but for me, competition brings out the best in you, and I think I should be able to help him with that. And I mentioned it with one of the guys now. I remember when I came to the first team, we had our preseason it was in PE. When I went to preseason, they put me in a room with Dane. Obviously I was Dane's understudy, and for me, I feel I need to help him the same way I was helped by Dane. Because it's only fair because I got that same opportunity at the end of the day, and not that I want him now obviously to not take my place but force him to learn from me, but I think I can at least help him and guide him here and there, and he's a good kid. I mentioned it also after after the game on Tuesday, he came to sit. Jesse's actually my roommate, so he came to sit by us almost for the whole night. We were talking. He was asking me this and that, and I think it will, the bond will just grow, and I would want it to because I would want to help him, like I was also helped, and I feel he has the potential. Even though we're competing, I feel he has the potential to obviously grow and hopefully go overseas. So yeah, he's a good kid also, and he's busy with his schoolwork still. But yeah,
So no FIFA.
No games.
Okay. Thank you, bro.
okay.